Phuket Extra is brought to you by Coast Beach Club and Bistro at Centara Grand Beach Resort. Chill in the sun, sip under the stars.
Sawadee krap and welcome to Phuket Extra, brought to you by Coast Beach Club and Bistro at Centara Grand Beach Resort, Phuket. I'm JP Mastanza, and here's the news you need to know. This morning saw several scuffles between monks and authorities at the country's biggest temple, Wat Pradhammakaya, break out as the situation becomes even more tense. A 20-minute shoving match erupted, causing a few minor injuries on both sides with police and monks. Sunday saw scores of people head to the massive complex in Pathum Thani, all in support of Pradhammajayo, the embattled former abbot of the temple, who authorities say laundered money and accepted stolen goods in the billions of baht. He's the one they're looking for in the raids. But a temple spokesman told reporters yesterday that the revered monk fled through a clandestine escape route when authorities began surrounding the complex last week. Temple monks, meanwhile, are using social media to mobilize support, hoping to pressure officials to leave the grounds. This story is ongoing. And after a weekend of protests, the government is doing an about-face over a coal-fired power plant in Krabi, renewing a study on the environmental impact on the project. Several protesters were arrested over the weekend as activists say the project, which calls for the construction of a 780 megawatt power plant, it would damage the environment in the southern province and cause health hazards. But authorities released the protesters, including 5 key organizers of the whole thing, after the government in Bangkok approved their proposal to renew the environmental and health studies, this time with input from locals in Krabi. The studies are expected to take at least 6 months, and it would have to be approved by the cabinet in Bangkok for the final go-ahead. And red light traffic cameras are finally in place at several of the island's main traffic junctions here in Phuket in the hopes of catching traffic violators. The contract for the red light cameras were signed last year, but they've finally been installed last week, costing about 16 million baht that was co-founded by a UK-based foundation. Phuket Governor Chokchai Dejamortad said the red light cameras allows police to check vehicle license plates and includes a facial recognition system. They've been installed in Phuket Town, Katu, Wichit, and Sri Sutorn. The governor said officials are also looking to secure a budget of 131 million baht to help the province expand the Phuket checkpoint to 8 lanes, with an eye to finish that project by October of this year. And sit tight, Phuket Extra will be right back after this. Welcome back to Phuket Extra. A 26-year-old Thai man remains in custody after they seized nearly 1,400 methamphetamine pills during an inspection of his bus at the Tachat Chai air checkpoint in northern Phuket. Authorities had been tracking the bus as it passed through the Malaysian border the night before, and he was caught entering Phuket with a drug delivery worth 200,000 baht. 26-year-old Apisi Yai is being charged with possession of a Category 1 drug with intent to sell. And just as FIFA President Gianni Infantino visits Myanmar, a new idea was floated around to see that all 10 ASEAN nations launch a joint bid to host the 2034 World Cup. Several football officials from each of the ASEAN nations have already discussed the proposition, with reports saying it has support among most of the bloc. Even the FIFA president previously said he would support countries co-hosting their bids, up to 3 countries, though when asked about an ASEAN bid, he said it would make a lot of sense. The possibility of the 10 Southeast Asian countries hosting a World Cup gained steam after FIFA approved an expanded tournament that would see 48 nations qualify instead of 32. And that's it for Phuket Extra today. From all of us at the Phuket News Center, thank you for watching. Until tomorrow, stay classy, Phuket.
Tranquility, serenity, and exclusivity. Banyan Tree Phuket's afternoon high tea is where casual encounters become lifelong memories. Meet old friends, get to know new ones, and mingle amongst the sprawling view of the tranquil lagoon. With unique sweet and savory treats and exclusive options from the private collection of the owner of Dilma, this is high tea the way it should be. Laugh, mingle, and sip at the Banyan Tree Phuket, an unforgettable experience.